babes, and welcome back to Jazz's Angel Number Tarot. It is a different vibe over here because today we are tapping into the sign of Virgo for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus placements. Wherever you have the Virgo placement in your chart, really, you can apply this to. Before we get started, DM my Instagram in the description below. If you'd like a private tarot reading, you can ask whatever question you want for your reading. Like this video, please subscribe to my channel, and comment below what video you want to see next. So let's get right into it, Virgo. What do you guys have going on during this time? We got acceptance. Fear. Ooh, we got some big stuff coming up for Virgo. Freedom and loneliness. Oh my god, there's a lot of yin and yang, like a lot of polar opposites I'm getting just with your spread kind of right away. It's like this end of the spectrum and then the total other side of the spectrum, like imagination and worry, change and guilt. Like there's a lot going on, so let's just have in. All right, so first we have acceptance here. At the bottom of this card, it says, I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. So Virgo, I feel like you guys are really having like a real moment with yourself, and you're like, you know what? I'm going to accept the situation for exactly what it is, and we're just going to go from here. We're building from the ground up. Like that's really how it kind of feels for you guys, Virgo. And then we have fear. I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. So there may be some fear of acceptance, to be completely honest, but I feel like you guys are ready to kind of like release your inhibitions, and you're like, I'm going to go for what I feel is right. At this point, I feel, Virgo, a little bit of an energy with some of you where you've been kind of waiting for someone else or something else to happen, or someone to give you like a specific answer, and you're like, you know what? I'm going to determine what is going to happen from this point, because it's just like an energy where you're kind of tired of waiting. And you're like, you know what? I'm going to accept the situation. I'm going to accept responsibility, and I'm going to handle this. So we have freedom and loneliness here. Freedom, I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness, and I definitely feel you guys doing it. And then we have loneliness. I know that I am never alone. So for some of you guys, I feel a little bit of an exiting energy. You may be exiting away from someone else, spending some time in solitude. But it's for your betterment, because at this point I feel like you're like, you know what, something's happening that I don't like, or something's out of control, and something just needs to be fixed. Something needs a little tweaking here, and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I'm gonna take responsibility for the situation, and I'm gonna make XYZ happen. Regardless if it's a bit lonely, I'm still gonna have that happiness in my heart, because you know, I'm free from the things that kind of hold me back, and I'm free from the irritations, and I've accepted responsibility. So it's like, it's not a loneliness in the sense that you guys are lonely. It's lonely in the sense that you're spending time with your own heart, and it's a solitary kind of time. Okay, so we have worry and imagination. At the bottom of worry, it says, I am learning that worry does not change an outcome. So you guys are being very much so realist, being very, very much in a masculine, real type of energy here. You're like, you know what? There's no point for me being worried about the situation anymore. I'm going to release it, and then I'm going to create the reality. So imagination, I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. I feel like you guys have been sitting in the worry, you know, maybe the fear that people won't accept you, that you'll never find your freedom. Like I feel like some of you guys have really been kind of more low vibrational, feeling a little trapped, and you're really kind of like taking the reins here. Like this is impressive. This is pretty impressive energy. This is a lot to tackle, but I feel you guys doing it, and I feel like it's been for most of you a long time coming. Like there's been a very slow build up. This isn't coming out of nowhere. This isn't like a drastic shift in energy, you know, things happening that you could have never anticipated. Like this is very much so, I feel like you guys have been working your way up to this energy, and you kind of felt and knew that this was happening in some way. So we have guilt and change. I'm gonna just tell you, without even tapping into the energy quite yet, Virgo, do not be afraid to walk away from certain situations because you feel like someone needs you, because it's like a situation where you've worked, you know, so hard to get up into this point, or you've been through so much that brought you to this turning point where you're taking yourself and putting yourself in that #1 slot, so much has happened. You know, I just feel like it's really time for you to stick to this energy, stick to it, and do what's best for you. So at the bottom of guilt, it says, I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. So if helping someone else is going to hurt you or keep you where you are, not allow you to grow, we got to release that. And then change, I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. So change does have to happen so we can at least get out of this energy. It's not about cutting anyone or everyone off. It's just about you're having to take and accept responsibility of a situation so you can be the one to, you know, cause this change to happen. Oh, one of these cards are flipped around, 2 of them. You know, but that may look like you being, you know, the bad guy. So don't be afraid to be that bad guy. If you're benefiting someone, giving them everything that they want, everything that they need, of course they're gonna, you know, feel like you're the bad guy. You know, if you're their source of light, and if you're the glue that keeps everything together, if you're the reason that things kind of work, but now you're having to separate it from your own benefit, of course they're gonna, you know, not want that to end. But don't allow that to hold you back. All but one of these cards is in reverse, and it is the 3 of Swords. I immediately kind of feel like an untangling situation here. Like I feel you guys getting out of an entanglement. We have the Devil in reverse, so the grasp, what is that? The grasp has been thoroughly on your life, guys. I just feel like there's been something that's been able to walk in, walk out whenever it wants to, or there has been a certain behavior or a person that has really attached themselves to you, and they have made it darn near impossible for you guys to kind of reach your end goal, make it to your bottom line, where they have gotten everything that they've wanted. And it's so funny because even though this other person or this energy, this job has gotten like so much out of you guys, this friendship, they don't even appreciate it still. It's like their ego kind of, you know, fighting for this at this point, because it's like they haven't done anything to show their appreciation. I'm not really feeling. 7 of Pentacles in reverse, King of Cups in reverse. I feel like you've been getting a lot of empty promises. Honestly, this could be a whole like spiritual awakening, a whole change in your religion. Maybe you feel like you just don't relate to your religion anymore, like the religion that you grew up on, that your parents taught you, etc., etc., that kind of thing, where it's like you're having your own soul growth and evolution, and you're like, I gotta break out of this box here, but I really kind of feel like just freedom. That's the main thing that comes through. And yeah, to be honest, I do feel you kind of shedding an old skin, and people may not recognize you. You may not relate to people anymore. If there is anything that you can admit to yourself, it's the 3 of Swords and the 10 of Wands in reverse. It's that this situation ended in heartbreak, or it didn't get you where you thought it was going to bring you, and it's no longer something that you want. Now, if you're thinking about something that you do want, this is not that. But if you feel attacked, okay, that's a sign that potentially that area in your life needs, you know, some tweaking, and that needs some, you know, some adjustment too, because this is, we're specifically talking about something in your life or someone in your life who you know is not good for you. Page of Wands in reverse, 4 of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, I'm just getting a selfish energy. They don't even know what direction they're wanting to go in their own life. Knight of Swords in reverse. They're kind of, you know, slowing down your progress, your evolution. You guys, I feel like there's an energy around you that's holding you back a bit, Virgo. It could be a friend with a lot of toxic traits that, you know, consistently kind of blows up, and it's just like, I don't know, maybe you're living with this person and they benefit you in some way, like they get part of the rent paid, but you really don't even really like them. Like, I'm just sensing someone, let's see. Yeah, so we have codependency here. At the bottom of codependency, it says addictions are affecting your romantic life. So for some reason, in some way, shape, or form, you do need this person. Like, I feel there's a codependency here. So like I was saying before, maybe you guys quite literally you know, split the rent, you're roommates, or, you know, maybe this is a relationship you've had since, you know, middle school, high school, I don't know, for a long time, since childhood, and it's just like, I don't want to let this person go because I am loyal to them, but at a certain point it's like, listen, I just feel a disconnect here. Like, I feel like you guys are shedding your old skin, whereas they are, you know, growing another layer of skin over that layer and creating a thicker shell around them and really solidifying who they're going to be for the end of time. Now, we do have the heart-to-heart conversations card. At the bottom of this one, it says, honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So I do feel like, you know, a conversation can help, but you know, even if it's the conversation that needs to help, ultimately we're leading to this change. So this is going to look different from person to person. If you completely exit someone out of your life, that's going to be yours. You know, if you just set some healthy boundaries with someone and change the dynamic, that's going to be kind of your thing. But regardless, I am seeing change here. And then we have forgiving and learning, calling in your soulmate. So for some of you, the situation can be forgiven. You can learn from it. And some of you guys are focused on bringing someone new completely in. So calling in your soulmate, your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. The only thing I'll say about that, Virgo, is in the beginning of your spread, I was feeling that there is someone who kind of has like one foot in the door, one foot out the door. And if they do, this can get in the way of you having, you know, healthy new relationships in the future. So you definitely want to sort out that energy of that person who feels like they can come in, come out whenever they kind of feel, because you don't want that to get in the way of the person you've taken all this energy to manifest. So definitely have that heart-to-heart conversation ASAP. Like, listen, you know, I'm not gonna beef with you, but this ain't that, you know, this isn't gonna go in the romantic route anymore. Okay, so forgiving and learning. As you released and heal the past, you experience more love in the present moments. So I do see you guys kind of taking away from, you know, whatever situation, the lesson, the experience, whatever it is you were meant to take from it, and just kind of packing your bags. I see you guys entering a new phase in your life here. So we have seek, strength, and caregiver. Yeah, the universe will take care of you guys, Virgo. I know you're kind of looking for a way out right now with that seek energy, but the universe is like, listen, you got to allow me to provide. You have to allow me to do what I'm supposed to do. You got to have the strength here. But I feel like you have a lot of support. Okay, let's see. So seek, strength, and caregiver. There's those at the bottom of seek. It says the power of spirit exists in all things. Everything is made up of energy, and every single thing in your physical world contains a fragment of spirit, including you. We are all one with spirit, and we will all be connected to one another. So yeah, tapping into this energy. Everyone's just trying to make it through. Ultimately, everyone's just trying to get through this life experience. So have compassion, you know, lead with your heart. Don't hold on to bitterness and resentments, regardless of this Three of Swords. That's some serious heartbreak here. That could be, someone could have did you flat out just dirty, so wrong. But the universe really is calling for you to grow beyond that and to still open your heart to the soulmate that you're calling in. We have strength. Strength comes from many sources. Staying strong and being confident, having conviction, and a balanced body, mind, and soul. Spirit has its own unique and beautiful way of replenishing your soul with strength on a continual basis. You are never really alone, as we are always with you. So some of you guys are a bit worried here, but you do have the power to get through this, Virgo. You definitely do. And then we have caregiver. We are always with you. Spirit has its own way of recognizing the care and love that you provide to others, especially at the end of their lives, just as you received care at the start of your life. Caregivers often focus all of their attention on their loved ones and often may neglect their own concerns and well-being in the process. So I feel like you may have been a caregiver to someone. You may have been, you know, just like the universe puts people in our lives for a reason, we're also used in that same kind of way. So you may have been put in someone else's life to benefit them in some way, whether it to be their caregiver or to you know, help heal them from a really bad situation that who knows what would have happened if you did not enter the scene. You know, they may not have made it through. That's just the reality. So you guys, you were, you know, used to help someone just like someone has, you know, been used to help you before. So it can be a hard thing. It's like, you know, at the end of the school year when we all leave and we throw our papers, we trash the school, and it's like those teachers who barely get paid nothing taught us, you know, everything that we need to know to go be great in the world, and we just trash the school, make even more of a mess. You know, it's just like that's kind of how it is sometimes. You know, you don't always get your reward from that person you've given all this energy into, but the universe is saying with that card that it will reward you regardless. So we have cleanse and synchronicity. I feel like you guys are getting a lot of signs and signals at this time for certain things. Your body, mind, and soul are urging you to take the time out for some much needed cleansing. Just as you wash your car, clean your house, or tidy up your office, your body also needs care and attention. It's time for some spiritual, emotional, and physical cleansing. So you guys, you may want to just, you know, get back to your health routine. It's mind, body, and soul as well. Make sure you're journaling about your emotions and you're staying connected spiritually, keeping up with your rituals and whatever manifestations, and, you know, cleansing of your home as well that you do, meditating, things like that. So we have synchronicity. Are you noticing the signs of synchronicity that the spirit world has been sending you at this time? People and situations in your life are not just appearing by coincidence. In reality, they're being guided from the spirit world to help you for a specific reason. So let me pull some spirit animal cards with all these talks of spirit to see what advice we could get for Virgo, because this is kind of a big deal, a big transition here. What messages are for Virgo? What messages are there for Virgo? This one wanted to come out. Oh, two of them. All right, let's see. All right, so we have the rhino spirit and the coyote spirit. So trust in the divine detour and overcome any obstacle. The universe is really in support of you. And if you're worried about some negative karma, I feel like things will be in your favor at this time, Virgo. The antelope spirit and the canary spirit, life is speeding up at the bottom of the antelope, at the bottom of the canary spirit. Sing your own song. So you're definitely being called to say what you feel and say what you mean what you say, be in your truth at this time. Life is speeding up. Things are about to take off for you. Stag spirit, take the lead, and the koi fish spirit, there is always enough. So I definitely feel that you guys are going to have to be the ones initiating this here. Like I feel like it's a matter of switching your mind frame and how you view what's happening. So I do sense some leadership here with that. And then we have the koi fish spirit, there is always enough. So don't operate from a state of lack or feeling like you don't have something. The universe is going to provide you with whatever it is that you've lost in tenfold. So yeah, Virgo, that's your message. DM my Instagram in the description below if you'd like a private tarot reading. You can ask whatever question you want. Like this video, please. Subscribe to my channel and comment below what video you want to see next. I love you. Be careful what you wish for, and I will see you in the next one.